What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this week's edition of the Six Gaming Podcast. I am your host, as always, Shosan. Damn happy to have you guys. Man, episode 56. We are just rolling along. Anyway, love having you guys. Thanks again for joining us. With me, I have a very awesome and illustrious, albeit small set of co-hosts this week. Up first, Mr.
Whoa. Wait,
what?
How can you say small set of co-hosts when Veg is here?
Well, it's smaller than normal. Let's just put it that way.
I had a drink because I'm illustrious.
Exactly, as you should. So, Mr. Pantherian, you're up first, sir. Say hello.
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 What's going on, everyone?
Hello. Finally,
Hello, ladies.
we have Mr. Vegito.
Finally?
Let me finish.
Finally,
I guess.
you need to fucking roll with it.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
RoboVeg.
RoboVeg!
RoboVeg.
Firefox! Dork.
Hence, finally. And finally, once again, Mr. Ron Clay, because I get to do multiple finallys.
I am not finally.
You were Shirley, though.
We shall see. So,
Really?
we have a sober show today.
Wait, well, that's not a...
Well,
that's not,
Hold on.
Hold on. Okay,
sober.
I'm protesting here. Why are you not...
Wait.
Why are you not drinking?
Slightly sober. Okay?
Okay, so here's the problem.
I got my
I
pills.
don't believe Coca-Cola is sponsoring our podcast, so I think you should put
Sorry,
that in like a
the-
plain... Yeah, you should put that in like a blurred out or put it
Yeah,
in
yeah.
like paper tube.
Don't sue me.
And we're going to have to censor out whenever we say Coca-Cola.
Of course, of course. God damn it, you guys are just digging me deeper and deeper. That's all it is. I'm fucking going to jail. Thanks, Coke.
It's the lube.
Assholes. I was
RoboVeg.
knew it was a fucking Nazi regime.
Veg, go open Firefox.
Yeah, use Firefox. Just do it.
Yep. Go ahead, because we're going to kick things off with my favorite part of the show. This is news! I need like a delay echo thing going. That'd be
Dude, that would be so cool.
That would be awesome.
They make stuff for that. You could use that with your mixer.
No,
Seriously, that you could do it.
no, yeah, that's right. It should be pretty easy to loop back. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's press on to news. So there's been some interesting shit going on in Diablo, actually. Somebody found a brand new level in Diablo 3. So, Ron, what have they kind of found here?
Well, what they have kind of found is, you remember when you were going for Kanai's Cube, and you might have taken a wrong turn and ended up at this throne.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you enter the throne, and it's like, it seems like you're here at the wrong time or something like that. It put a message up at the top of the screen. Well, March 1st, somebody goes into that room, and instead of that, Kanai's ghost comes off of the throne and opens up a portal to, what's the name of it? Kanai's Hunting Grounds?
Yeah, something like that.
Which is a new Cal level.
Oh, God.
Yes.
That is not what we need right now.
But wait,
That's all what we need.
There is no Cal
All the
level.
XP.
So it is
There's
available
no-
only in March, and it is to commemorate, well, I guess the life of the Blizzard employee that Kanai is named after, who passed away some years ago, earlier
2014.
last year. Yeah.
Very interesting. Very cool, though, that they put that stuff in there.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It was actually pretty impressive to look at watching some of these people go through it. I was definitely pretty impressed. So, okay, so there's a game I've been looking forward to since the last E3, this last one we had, called No Man's Sky, right? You guys remember this one, right?
I've been hearing so much hype about this game. It's just...
It was crazy hyped at E3. I mean, every time you turned around, there was something about it. Everyone was talking about it. Well, we finally have a launch date. Woohoo! Yes. Looks like it's only PS4, so I was a little sad about that. But
PC. It's on
is it
Steam.
PC? I couldn't find
can
a copy.
You can
Yep, it's on
pre-order on Steam. And
Okay.
they got some videos of gameplay. That's pretty cool.
See, I wasn't looking at Steam. I was all over Amazon. I don't know why. But still, this will be interesting. So this is a huge open world game where you can fly through space, land on planets. You end up doing like resource gathering, stuff like that. You can make planets your own and claim them. Terraforming and stuff like that. Everything in the game has consequences and reactions. It's supposed to be really, really cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, did you guys see this? Just a while ago, but the developer was on with Stephen Colbert.
No, what happened there?
Oh, it's funny. You got to look it up. He's basically showing off the game and naming
Names it like
things.
Colbertron 3 or whatever is
Yeah.
like the name of the planet.
Yeah, it was
Jesus.
awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to definitely look that up. That sounds funny. And then Abduction gets a teaser trailer. What's up with this Abduction thing?
So if we spoke about this last year at some point, Abduction is the spiritual successor to Myst,
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
made by Cyan Studios, and we talked a little bit about how they ended up screwing up. They kickstarted it, and then they started talking to a production company, they wanted to have a producer company or whatever, and they tried to raise some money, and then the deal fell through at the last second, and so like a bunch of the content they had created, like they had to go back and take that content out because they weren't going to be able to finish it in time. But they're getting really close, and they have a teaser trailer. So now you can check out the teaser trailer. It looks really awesome. I'm really excited for it. Basically a new Myst game.
Which I'm all about. I tried Talos Principle, and that one was a lot of fun. But a lot of people were calling that like a spiritual successor to Myst, and I wasn't seeing that.
It's similar in puzzle solving, but
Right. It's just, I don't know, the whole gameplay as a whole just felt...
After watching that on speedrunners, I don't think I could ever play it because not only is it really long as a speedrun, I don't want to know what it is just as a normal game.
It's a lot of fun, but it's definitely a cerebral game. You have to think about these puzzles to get through it.
But I don't want to think.
I know, Veg. We know. So,
Veg, go back to playing Dynasty Warriors.
Right?
I haven't played that in months, actually.
Now, we also got, and everybody...
Oh, wait, hold on. I have very important news. I just found out a couple minutes ago that Cole Zaratha is moving to Japan.
Wait, what?
Really?
Yeah, because Pokemon Go beta apps you can sign up. And it's only in Japan. So he's gone.
Awesome segue, because, yeah, that's what I had... God damn it, man. I had such high plans, but whatever.
Show was like...
New Pokemon. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Pokemon Ingress.
Move on from Pokemon, thank you.
Well, yeah. But
Pokegrass.
speaking of interesting, weird, quirky games, there's going to be a 3DS Kirby game that's coming out here pretty soon. That should be amazing. I love Kirby.
It's got like mech suits and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. They kind of lost me in one of the previous Kirby games where you had to mix and match abilities to get these even bigger ones. It got a little too confusing for me. But I don't know. I love Kirby games. I don't know about you guys.
I love Kirby.
Yeah.
Who likes playing as an overpowered pink puffball?
Well, all we
Everyone.
got to do is slap a little pink paint on you, and I'm sure you'd pass pretty well.
Yeah, Show. Do you want to see the colors of your insides? They're probably pink somewhere.
Uh-oh. We might have to break something up here, Pen.
I really want to see Veg put his hands out and go, "Hi!"
Oh my
That's
god.
all I want.
I will murder you.
I think we have to separate you two now. Oh, we got face palm from Dan.
Yo,
Well done, guys. Well done.
I'll give you
I've never heard of.
do the Kirby dance.
Wait, I can't even do it.
Real high pitch.
No, I'm
Higher
sorry,
bid.
but I like my balls, so no.
Yo, I'll give you $50 if you can do the Kirby dance on stream.
Okay, I have to see the Kirby dance because I do like $50.
Oh my god.
All right.
This podcast just went to a special place.
We're good at that. Don't worry. That's all I got for major news, though. Do you guys have anything else going on?
I got little shitty news.
All right. Yeah. What do you got?
Okay, so this week, Blade & Soul finally released their new content patch, which was a pretty decent size. You already pre-downloaded it this week, but they just finally released it, which released a new class, a bunch of dungeons, and the new class is broke.
How
Like-
so?
I can two-shot things at level 30, which is pretty much almost level cap.
Wow. Really?
Sounds good
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah. I mean.
It's basically you can CC things just to death. It's ridiculous. We had there's 6-man parties which are dungeon, like 5-man parties, but you just get 6 warlocks and everything dies in like 10 seconds. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll nerf it to the ground.
Oh, I'm sure they will too, because it's really bad.
Yeah, interesting. Now, Penth, you also threw up some notes here, man. What do you got going on?
For Shitty Minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, whatever, a while ago, um, I got an app called Paprika, and it does like meal planning. Like you can save recipes, and then you can set up a meal plan for the week.
Right.
And a friend of mine was like, "Hey, can you send that to me? Because that'd be convenient." It's like, "All right, cool." Someone else overheard. They're like, "Hey, send it to me too." And right now, I send out to about 100 people.
Wow, that's kind
Every
of a
week,
lot out of
I
nowhere.
send out a meal plan, and there's 3,200 people subscribed to my subreddit.
Jeez.
Now,
Yeah,
3,200 subscription doesn't mean 3,200 warm bodies.
Right.
And I get a few hundred views a week for uniques. There's not a whole lot of interaction. People don't comment a lot. But there's every once in a while somebody says, "Hey, I use your meal plan," and
Interesting.
anyway.
You should write a book.
I'm in the middle of writing a book, Veg.
Right?
Nah,
Is it a pop-up book?
it's
Oh,
not.
God
But that'd be
damn.
I'm
really
not
cool.
gonna read it.
This
I
is
should
a
make an
frickin'
adult pocket book.
817, and this is number 3.
Come
Yeah,
on.
it's getting
Anyway.
pretty deep already. Anyway.
So I had the idea that we do a podcast and a video podcast, a
Right.
vlog or whatever. Was pondering doing like a video of the weekly menu. So 10, 15-minute YouTube video of here's each of the recipes that you're making, and here's fast version of me making it,
Right.
and tips or tricks on how you can peel something faster, or ways to chop onions better, or
Right.
Or not
Pretty
get your
much.
dick stuck in the blender. Those sort of things.
Right.
that I think that's in the instruction manual.
Ah, okay.
You should read those. Anyway, so yeah, I'm pondering doing that. I'll probably put one out in a couple of weeks and see how it goes.
Yeah, it should be cool.
I don't have really any good video editing software, and frankly, I don't even have a video camera right now. I'm probably gonna have to buy one. But if it goes well, I mean, there's a guy on YouTube that recently, he's called the Food Surgeon,
Mm-hmm.
and he like just messes around with stuff on a sterile napkin, and he's got like hundreds of thousands of views.
Interesting.
He's doing really well. So I
Well-
mean, I figure if people like food stuff, and if I've got sort of an audience already,
Yeah, Go for
try
it.
to. So I'm
I'm
gonna
sure
try
it'll work
that.
fine.
All the people that are watching, all like 5 of you.
Right.
Nope. Yeah, I was exactly right. There's 5 of you. Plus the podcasters. If you guys give me some views and likes and whatever, we'll see what happens. But
Yeah. Now, out of curiosity, Dan, one of my friends bought this really, really thick cookbook. I wish I could remember it.
is it how to cook everything?
No, it's
Is it the
somewhere-
Anarchist Cookbook?
No, it's this guy who was like an engineer, and he decided he didn't want to do that. He wanted to cook.
Mhm.
And so he took all of his knowledge of engineering, right, and then he turned that into become sort of a pseudo chef, if you will. So he's got like the exact temperatures and how you can cook eggs, why you've been cooking eggs the wrong way. It's
that's cool.
literally everything, and it's from a very scientific standpoint.
Yeah,
You know,
that sounds good.
Apparently, I've been fucking up food for years because.
Well, I have How to Cook Everything, and it has some of that stuff in it. But
There's only so many ways you can cook ramen noodles by
No,
yourself.
dude, trust me, you've probably been cooking it wrong, according to this guy. But it's really cool, really, really cool book. So
I kind of wanted I can't even remember what it's called, but it's like a 7-book set, and it's like $1,000.
Damn.
yeah,
And it's like it's like the cooking Bible of like all the big gastro whatever.
interesting.
I think it's called the Modernist Cuisine or something like that.
Yeah.
but I really don't need it. And almost everything in it is like sous vide, and it uses like all those fancy things. Like you have to put this in the aerator, and you aerate the
Oh yeah,
foam
no.
underneath the thing. I'm like, I don't have time for that shit. I have a 2-year-old.
Right, exactly.
So, but yeah, I wanna try that out and see how that works, and if people like it, and if not, then I'll just go back to sending out the email, and if so, then I'll get internet famous for cooking, and that's okay too.
Yeah, I'll follow you. Don't worry.
So thanks, Dan. I'm hungry now.
When are you not?
I wasn't before you started talking.
And anybody
Fair
who's
enough.
interested, who's watching this, shoot me a message or whatever, and I'll put you on my list for the week if you want.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right. Does anybody else have anything that they want to throw out there? Last
Yeah,
minute.
I'm trying to figure out why the new bot is greeting itself.
Because it likes
I don't know.
itself. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Self-love is never wrong.
I fucking hi, Sixbot. How are you? Thank you for
Bot.
joining us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you guys are wondering, the 6bot.gg is a bot that I wrote up over the last couple days, and its purpose, I mean, it's got some commands that you can do, like if you want to visit our Facebook page at fb.me/6gaminggg, but you've forgotten the URL, you could get your own shameless plug by doing !Facebook. And it's got Twitter, iTunes, and YouTube as well. So, and then the other thing that it does, and I thought this was really a really good idea. We have a bunch of people that stream within 6Gaming. Why not have a bot that automatically hosts people that are streaming?
Of course, right?
And that's what this does.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love Sixbot. It is really cool. Really,
So yeah,
really
if
cool.
you're part of 6Gaming and you want to get involved in this, if you're a streamer, drop me your Twitch name and I'll add you to the list.
Right, and you better fucking drop a name because we want to see you guys definitely.
My wife's even been streaming lately.
Which is awesome.
Wait, what?
She never streams. So antisocial.
She doesn't have a webcam, but she streams.
That's fine. I wouldn't expect her to have one, honestly.
That would be expecting too much.
You didn't expect her to use bad language when we were playing Diablo that one.
Yeah, all right.
That is true. That is true.
It's awesome.
But playing Diablo with you, Ron, is bound to bring out some expletives.
Absolutely.
It's gonna happen.
Especially when it's my significant other.
Of course. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and move on to one of my favorite parts of the show, and I've been waiting for this. Waiting. Yes, it's Hey Podcasters, what you playing? Woo! Yeah. Woo! Yeah, see? I can blow out people's eardrums. All right, so get this. This is awesome. This game called Dungeon Rush. Dungeon Rush. It's on my my Android. However, I'm pretty sure it's on Apple as well. Anyway, it's one of those games. It's kind of an idle game, and it's kind of not. So if I hit this little area right here, there is some auto farming going on, right? But at the same time, you can put together teams. If you can see, you put together armor for them. It's a lot of fun. It's a good little time killer. You know, the only drawback is it requires a connection, either Wi-Fi or cell phone, and I don't get that in my work center. So I can only play when I'm in between or at home. But it's a ton of fun, you guys. I highly recommend looking it up. Completely free, really easy to get into. The only other one that I've really kind of been playing is I've been getting more into Fallout quite a bit. And then Veg got me into another game. What was it called? Dirty Bomb.
Yeah, Dirty Bomb.
So Dirty Bomb's an interesting one. It's a free game, but it's like a mix between Call of Duty and Team Fortress, if you could imagine. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's still in beta, but I'd highly recommend it. So
yeah, so far it's either been like one. We had one close game. The others were just basically giant cock slaps in the face. Like it was just an absolute brutal beating, like for no reason. And they just need to balance it out. They really do.
I'm sure they will. Like I said, it's still in beta, but you know, it's a lot of fun. The controls are still a little sensitive for me, but you could tweak that. But yeah, so that's all I've been doing. Penth, man, what the hell have you been playing?
Still playing Dark Souls. I've been after Elthias and Brox warned me about Blighttown and heard about it on podcasts, other podcasts, and generally just know that it's shitty. I've been finding other things to do for a little bit.
Yeah.
I went back to the Undead Asylum and killed a Black Knight and got a cool sword, so I've been leveling that up.
Sweet.
And I have been doing a little bit of grinding, and I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet. I've actually heard that once you make it through Blighttown, the rest of the game is actually like easier. Not easier, but like it's so bad that the rest of the game doesn't seem so hard after you finish it.
I know nothing about the game, but I have to tell you, I was laughing my ass off with that video he put up.
Yeah.
It was funny as hell. And it seemed to say it all in that video.
Like everything is poisonous. In fact, when you get down to the bottom level, like the ground itself is actually poisonous.
Yeah.
So.
Fucking hilarious. Anyway.
Yeah, that was the only place where I died in that entire game was Blighttown.
What?
Yeah.
You're saying that you played through Dark Souls and only died once in Blighttown?
No, I didn't die once. I died a bunch of times in Blighttown.
But you didn't die any other time?
No.
You killed Ornstein Smog without dying once?
Yep.
Cheats. Hacks.
No, it's called watching YouTube videos.
Well, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Anyway, also, I think I mentioned last week I did get a Steam Link and a Steam controller.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, how is that?
I like it. It is, so I have the Steam Link. It is wired to the router, but wireless from my computer to the router.
Mm-hmm.
And it works if someone's streaming video in the house. Sometimes it gets a little bit twitchy. But for the most part, it works really well. And I've been playing like Castle Crashers, Really Big Sky, just some kind of laid-back games that I can lay on the couch and
what do you think about the controller? Because Obadiah, one of the guys we play with, said it took him a little while to get used to it.
I'm still definitely getting used to it.
Okay, so there is a curve.
There's definitely a lot of so the gyro. Once I think I get used to it, it's going to be awesome for like first-person shooters and stuff.
Right.
So it's got a gyroscope in it. So like you aim, like think about any cover shooter, right?
Right.
Mass Effect or Call of Duty or like any of the games where like you do like a button to like look down your sights or pop out of cover.
Right.
You like do your main aiming with your right hand stick. Well, it's the touchpad, but then like you can shift the controller a little bit to just move.
Well, that's kind of cool
your
though.
reticle just a little bit. So you just kind of you're just off instead of trying to like use the thumbstick. It's not a thumbstick on the right side; it's a touchpad. But you just kind of lift your hands just a little bit to get that headshot.
That's awesome though.
So that's actually really cool. Playing Dark Souls with it has been challenging.
I can imagine.
Yeah, well, Dark Souls.
It's a learning curve, and but actually a guy on Reddit said that he felt the same way about it, and he created a layout that he really likes, and he's going to upload it tomorrow probably.
Now, there are versions of that game on console. I'm kind of surprised they wouldn't have like a auto map or something.
Well, so the way that the Steam controller works, which is really awesome, is that you can map it like 100% exactly how you want it. You can adjust the vertical and the horizontal sensitivity. You can flip either of them. You can set it so that like the right thumb pad, you can set the angle that's considered horizontal, because depending on how you hold it, like as you move your thumb over it to like move left and right, it's going to naturally go on a little bit of a diagonal. So you can adjust where that diagonal is to show exactly what's left or right. You can change the dead zone on the joystick. You can map anything to any single button. There's paddles in the back. There's a gyro. There's you can do anything you want. And so when you do it, you can then upload that configuration to Steam.
Right.
And you can go in and like look at all the configurations that are out and see how many people are using it, and you can pick one and tweak it. Like you can make it however you want.
Interesting, yeah.
So if you don't, it takes some getting used to, but once you find something that you like, you can tweak it until it's just right.
Huh. Very cool.
That's really cool. So yeah, Castle Crash really big. I've been trying to play Binding of Isaac because it would be really good to play with the Steam controller actually. But if you have two screens, it messes up weird. It doesn't. There's
Really?
kind of a known issue. There's some problems with it.
See, because I played on my Xbox controller without issue.
Well, it just has to do with like it fails to go full screen when it launches, and then the controller stays in desktop mode. So it has like it's moving the cursor around instead of using the configuration that you set. So you have to like turn off your second screen or whatever. So I'm just gonna play that on my computer. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Too much of a pain in the ass. But that's about it. Actually,
Cool.
so in a different conversation, somebody said that they could listen to me talk for hours. So another vote for the
Yeah.
for the Dan Goldberg ASMR
Cook show.
the cook show. Maybe I should just do the cook show. Like now we're gonna cut the onion. I'm gonna Bob Ross a cooking show.
Dude, Bob Ross, the cooking show.
Oh God.
Yes.
Do it.
Oh yeah.
But you have to be in your
We got
underwear.
those
You have no. But he has to be in his
happy little
underwear
tomatoes.
and in a what the hell is it called?
Why would you ruin this?
Because it's an SMAR, whatever it's called.
ASMR? No,
Yeah.
that's I'll be like, now we're gonna cut the onions. We're gonna chop up these carrots really nice.
Get some
Chop,
happy
chop,
little
chop, chop,
tomatoes.
chop,
Chop, chop, chop, chop, chop, chop, chop.
Yeah.
Chop, chop, bitches.
Awesome. All right.
That's all
Veg,
I'm
man,
playing.
what the hell have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of Blade and Souls because of the download. That's been plenty of fun. It's free. Unfortunately, it's almost a 30 gig download. But also, my internet's been acting up lately. Not because they've been doing maintenance to it, so we can actually get better stabilization as well as connection. So that's been going on. They've been knocking us off at midnight usually, and then, oh hey, I got no internet. Guess what I can't play? MMOs. So I've been going back to Dungeon Keeper. I don't know why. It's just every time that I have no
That's
internet.
awesome.
Well,
The
of
same
course.
reason I go back to Descent.
Yeah.
But
Sessions.
so I've been playing a lot of that. You know, it's still $5 at GOG. Still worth it to this day. It's just there's a thing with my ever since I got my new ever since I upgraded from XP to 10 or not XP, I mean 7 to 10. Jesus.
Way
You have 10
behind.
Jesus. I only have regular 10.
Mine can walk on water and give me free wine.
Right. It's that step up from Ultimate that you refuse to pay for. That's all it is.
Yeah. So for some reason the when it just likes to be in windowed mode for some reason, and I can't fix it. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
So I've been mostly playing that, and then Dirty Bomb, of course.
Yeah.
So I've been mostly playing those. That, and I worked 8 days straight, so I didn't get to play too much.
Yeah. Interesting.
Been a busy
Yeah.
week for everyone, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah, that and never work retail.
Yeah. That too. That's an important lesson. So I did forget to mention, you guys, Far Cry came out, and I've been playing that one. That's
Primal
really fun.
or
Yeah, Primal. It's a
Where
lot
you
of fun. Yeah, it's a weird game, but once you kind of get used to it, it's a lot of fun.
I honestly thought it was going to be like another what the hell was the thing after Far Cry 3? The joke, Blood, was it?
Blood Dragon.
Blood Dragon, yeah. I
No.
thought it was going to be like I didn't realize it was going to be a legit game.
Oh yeah, it's pretty fleshed out. I mean, hell, they even created their own languages for the characters. So almost the whole game's in subtitles whenever you're talking to people.
Great. Yeah,
So-
just what I need.
Yeah, well, it's interesting, but I mean, they stick to the whole primal thing. You know, old man didn't have full languages like we understand it, so that's what they did. But anyway, Ron, what have you been doing, sir?
Well, for those that don't know me, for the past 2 years, I have been suffering with something that's called frozen shoulder. I had it in the left shoulder for a while, and now I have it in the right shoulder, and it's pretty much at the height of the pain and lack of maneuverability that I'm going to get. So what I've been doing
You
this
got it
last
from
week,
Arthas.
right? What I've been doing for the past week is
Did you say Arthas?
he said
Yes.
Arthas, yes, it was terrible. What I've been doing for the past week is playing games that completely wreck my shoulder.
Oh, cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's awesome. So,
So
first
you're
of all, of
basically
course,
like Show. After
I
last week,
am.
you talked about how you shouldn't be carrying a couch. You went,
The difference is that I know my limits with the shoulder. He doesn't know his limits with his back, and unfortunately, he's not sitting there to rant at. So anyway, Frozen Shoulder. I've been playing a little bit of Descent, not too much. I played a few matches last week. I had a fun series with Morphod on Sunday. It was hilarious. We had like 7 people watching our game, and it went to overtime. He beat me, but I mean, he's supposed to beat me, but not go to overtime with me. So I was happy to get some good scores on him. We got that. I did my sub-level 0 SGDQ submission video. I'm going to be putting that out, I believe, tomorrow when submissions open. Crossing fingers, maybe I'll be in Minnesota in July. And then, of course, Crypto the Necrodancer. Been doing a lot of Condor casts for the games. But, of course, this week, here's my weekly Condor 4 update. This week, out of 6 matches, I've outright won 5. And the 6th match was so close, it's under video review. I should find out by tomorrow whether I won that 6th match or not.
Jeez.
oh, you're not kidding. It's literally under video
It is
review.
literally under video review. It was within a second. So what they do is when it's like within 5 seconds, they'll go back, synchronize the videos, and play out both videos at the same time. And whoever gets to the end first wins. So I'm actually pretty hopeful because I flubbed my command to say I was done, and the other guy said he didn't. So should be close. It would be nice to get up to 10 points, but as of right now, I'm at 9 points out of a possible 18, which is 50%, which is exactly my goal, was to win half my games. And halfway through the season, I'm so far meeting that goal. So knock on wood, hopefully we'll get some favorable matchups this week and not have to play the best people in the tournament like last time. And we should do good.
So when am I going to beat your ass in Descent?
When you tell me you're ready to get your ass handed to you.
Oh, no, sir. It's not my ass who's going to be boned.
You tell me when, because that's when we'll play. One last thing I wanted to point out. I could have brought this up in news, but I wanted to wait for What Are You Playing, because I have actually been playing Overload. This is the new 6 Degree of Freedom game that's being made by Revival Productions, the same guys that worked at Parallax and Volition to bring you Descent 1, 2, and 3. It's the same guys. They already have released a playable teaser demo to their backers, and on Monday they're going to be releasing it to the public. So you too can play the next big 6 Degree of Freedom game.
But are they going to be busy on tour?
I know. PlayOverload.com is the website. Their Kickstarter has 6 days left. They're over halfway. And from what we understand, it's a pretty high chance that they'll succeed. So definitely check them out.
Sweet.
And you missed us yelling at you, man.
It's fine. I had a doggy emergency. So
well, I was telling how I'm playing all these games that are aggravating my frozen shoulder.
Oh, good for you.
And they're yelling at me for yelling at you about your couch.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, that's exactly what it was, too.
Oh, I already told you. Ron already gave him his frozen shoulder.
They got your back.
Yeah, good. Good.
Who the hell made Mr. Fu moderator? Oh, God, we're screwed.
Yep, that was me. Me.
Oh.
He's a fucking champ. You got.
The bot hasn't figured it out yet. The bot hasn't graded him. Once it figures it out, it'll grade him.
That's because he doesn't deserve the bot's love.
That's actually Twitch's fault. Twitch chat, IRC chat is so slow. It's ridiculous how bad it is.
No, Twitch chat's just horrible because of trolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's that. But I mean, the actual API behind Twitch chat is so slow. It's terrible. Anyway, that's all I have.
Cool. Now, I did want to bring one thing up, though, because Veg, he was alluding to something earlier that I put up there. So I got to give you guys the full quote. This is one of my favorite quotes from one of the greatest philosophers ever. Okay?
He's from Veg. Okay, hold on.
No, not from Veg. No. This was a good philosophy.
But hold on. I'm going to take my glasses off because I am ready for number 4.
Okay, so you ready for this? All right.
I'm ready.
So the greatest philosopher ever says, "O cruel fate to be thusly boned! Ask not for whom the bone bones, it bones for thee." Bender Bending Rodriguez. That just happened. Futurama, watch it, damn it. And if you
You can't take this shit back, can we?
No, you
universal
can't.
size.
Fuck.
We have to do the entire podcast in reverse in order to erase it.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen either.
No.
So yeah, do
Moving
not
on.
ask
So
for
I'm out
whom
of
the bone
alcohol.
bones.
We gotta get going. I'm out.
Anyway, we do. We do. So, all right, you guys, that pretty much wraps it up for us, except for my favorite part of the show. See, you guys were
Oh,
waiting
nice
for it.
recovery. Nice recovery.
You guys were waiting for it, right? Right? And now we're there to the best part of the show. This is my all-time
This is
favorite.
when I
Since
refill
always.
my drink.
So, all right, you guys, my Six Gaming Roundtable. What this is we bring up a different subject every week that we want to hear from you guys in our chat, as well as my fabulous and very illustrious set of co-hosts. Now, I had an interesting idea the other day with all these developers that are releasing their own hardware. I kind of wondered to myself, and this is probably a silly question, I already know the answer, but do you guys think that there will ever be like a developer cooperation to create like one ultimate console? For example, Microsoft and Sony team up together, and here is our epic console. This will work with everything Sony puts out. This works with everything Microsoft puts out. You guys go have fun.
Oh yeah, we got the Nintendo
A
PlayStation.
cooperation-
Edition.
Oh man, you beat me to it.
I did. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so what do you guys think?
No.
No, well, obviously no.
You know,
Yeah.
that's it's a self-defeating question because it's
Well-
like, oh well, these giant because A, that runs into monopolization, which is a big no-no for everywhere, other than maybe China. But there's no competitiveness. Plus, throughout the years, it's not
Right.
going to happen. The only thing that I've ever seen any cooperation with is either with Xbox Live and PC, PlayStation and PC, and that's it. There's no. I haven't even seen a Wii U and PC,
Right,
which is
but
probably never going to happen.
aren't naturally game systems, right?
Okay.
You can build them to do that, but that's not their whole intention. Okay.
Yeah.
And to kind of counter that point, though, I do need to bring up that a lot of these companies' money comes from licensing and games. They're not making money on the consoles typically. So why not just do that one console, and then again you keep up your licensing through other ventures, software and stuff.
It's not going to be between Microsoft and Sony.
No, just as an example.
It's going to
though.
be between Microsoft and somebody you've never heard of before, or Sony and somebody you've never heard of before.
Fucking Microsoft
A
and
big
Ouya.
developer and a little tiny developer who the big developer happens to really like their technology and thinks they can gain a competitive advantage by buying them out and putting
So,
some kind of system together.
Pretty
That's how
much
it's gonna happen.
what was it? HTC and Oculus did, basically.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, so if you guys don't know, HTC, the phone company.
Hold on. We're going to take your moderator status away if you mention that name one more time in chat, Mr. Fu.
Make Donald Trump again.
I can't believe I just read that. That's awesome. That's why he's going to be elected president, you guys, because Trump will make it happen.
You shut your whore mouth.
Trump will make it happen. But no, so HTC and Oculus did team up, and they're both releasing their own VR headsets. But at
Yeah,
the
but that's only
same time,
equipment,
they
though.
did
That's
come
not.
together to put them out. So it's very similar hardware in both headsets.
By the way, just to go on that line of thought for a second, have any of you guys tried like the Samsung VR Gear or any of those headsets?
No.
I have the Google one, right, the cardboard.
Okay,
But that's
so
as far as I've gone.
my buddy got the Samsung Gear VR, I think, or whatever, and he
Yep.
snapped his I don't know, Galaxy Note or something into it. I don't know.
Not the Note. It should be the S4. in that one,
S,
the Galaxy
he's
S4.
S6. I think it's an S6.
Is
It's
it
the
the
one with
6?
the edge. It's like the
Yeah,
one with
S6.
it's kind of amazing. Like, I was like, oh, it's just gimmicky and
Yeah, I
whatever.
thought the
But like,
same.
so I put it on and like put the headphones on, and I watched the preview. It's like a tech demo for, I think, an Assassin's Creed game maybe.
Right.
Like I took it off and I was like, because I sat in a swivel chair, and like I was turning around and like looking around, and it was like, it took you through a preset path,
Right.
but it was immersive. Like I turned and like a dude jumped through a window, and I was like, whoa! And I felt myself like try to dodge the guy. I mean, it was really good.
Even I was impressed with my little Google Cardboard.
Yeah,
Running that
so
on my note, it was pretty cool.
as goofy as I kind of thought that it was, and it's just going to be super gimmicky, if they can really make it work, especially the problem is going to be like cordless, if you can get really good throughput. Because if you wrap yourself up in your cord as you're spinning around, it's going to suck.
Yeah.
But it's going to be. I really, until I experienced how good it was, I thought it was going to be silly. But I really think that it can really be something if it's managed right.
Well, I've got really high hopes for like the Oculus, which is coming out, this quarter supposedly, but I can't afford their price tag. But
What is it, $600, $700?
it's like $7, yeah.
Jesus.
But they're giving you an Xbox controller, the headset, like their own. It's like a webcam tracking system. It's a big set. I mean, you're definitely getting a lot with what you're paying for, but I can't afford it.
Yeah,
So,
Mr. Fu said he built his own VR setup, and it was like shitty, and it was really awesome. So if it's awesome and shitty at the same time, then imagine how awesome it would be if it was awesome and not shitty.
right, basically. So anyway, back to topic though. Ron, I mean, what's your take in the whole co-op thing? Do you think it's even possible then?
Not between big developers, no.
No.
That's never going to happen, I don't think. And many of the reasons are what Veg said. I think many of the other reasons are they want to have their own playground, so to speak. They don't want your Xbox Live going up against the PlayStation Network.
Well,
They don't
that's
want those two
true,
mixing.
but I think part of that whole rivalry started because of the immersion of high-speed broadband internet, you know what I mean? So multiplayer games were actually feasible across the world, and that's where that competition started, was who could build, the better service. Because before, that wasn't even a thing. Nobody cared. But, I don't know. Yeah, so, I don't know. That's kind of all I've got, unless you guys have anything you want to throw in last minute. No?
Well, you didn't ask me my opinion, but
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, well... Yeah, you went off on the
That's
tangent.
because your
and it
opinion
just-
sucks.
Well,
Well, I
we went
agree
off
with
on the
you, Ron,
tangent, and
so-
it slipped my mind. So, what's your take, Dan? I mean,
I have to agree with Ron. Mostly business reasons. I mean, I'm in a pretty corporate world, and okay. Let me rephrase that. If it became profitable for both companies to do it, then they would do it. But there's almost no situations in which two profitable companies would choose to combine what they're doing, especially when the other company is seen as an adversary in the space.
right.
If one of them starts to fail, the other one might buy their technology, but then I don't know if it's really considered a co-op console. It's really just they take the technology and add it.
Right. Which
yeah,
isn't new.
Brand identity is very important. So you're not going to see Sony and Microsoft get together and make a combined console, because then they both lose their brand identity.
Right.
So
See, I don't know. I guess I kind of look at it from my job perspective too. I serve in the military, and I've had the very distinct pleasure of working with all the branches, right? And it's interesting because a lot of times we give each other shit, and we'll fight, like you're saying. There's that competitiveness.
Yeah, but the difference
lot
is
of
in the end
times-
you're cooperating with each other. Like that's
Yeah.
the difference,
Well,
though.
But we do share some of our technology. So, like, The Air Force, for example, is usually on the cutting edge with a lot of really good technology that we end up sharing with some of the other branches. You know what I mean?
That's
But the thing is, like,
Well, that's my viewpoint, right? So why couldn't we do something
because
similar?
you're not an adversary.
That's
That's
true,
like
yeah. Same
that's more like
Rivalry.
the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo teams working together to build the 64. Like,
Right, yeah.
for what you're talking about is more like you and a Syrian detachment working together, which I guess it sort of happens like to fight ISIS in some areas, but
Right.
it's like or you and an ISIS group working to do something just for
Right.
fun. Like,
Yeah, that's
if
it.
aliens attack, if aliens attack and it's Independence Day, and it's everyone works together or we all die, then you're forced into a situation where you cooperate.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, you're right.
Putting the gun to the CEOs of Sony and Microsoft. You will make this console and you will do it well.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, all right. Well, that's interesting. It's I don't know. It's one of those things. I just thought maybe I'd throw it out there and see what sticks to the wall. Apparently, none of it, but that's fine.
Mostly poo.
So, yeah, mostly poo. Usually poo, but all
Why are
right.
we flinging poo on the podcast?
Because
What
we're
the fuck are we, monkeys?
yes.
We're advanced monkeys.
Well, let's be real. Any monkey could do this show, but we're really entertaining monkeys.
We're trained
Affirmative.
monkeys, ladies and gentlemen.
Veg is a meat popsicle.
Right? Oh God! All right, you guys. So I think that'll do it for the Six Gaming podcast. Thank you guys so very, very much for coming. Yes, this is a shorter episode than what we normally do, but you know what? Sometimes we just don't have that much to bring to you. But I do love having you guys in here, as we do every week. Thank you so very much for joining us. I am your host, as always, Shosan. With me, an awesome and illustrious set of co-hosts, Mr. Pantherian. Say goodnight.
Good night. This is a special message to Ron's wife and Shelby and all the people that are listening to my voice out in podcast land.
Love it. Love it. Veg, say goodnight, sir.
Adios, amigos.
Adios. Mr. Runkley?
I am illustrious and awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
That's
Damn
a
right.
dirty lie.
Well, it's not when I say it, see? That's just how it works. It becomes a thing. It's like Rule 34, except no one wants to picture that with Ron.
No.
No.
And with that, Ron, Rule 34, that's where we're going to wrap it up today. Thank you guys again so very, very much. Mr. Ron Clee, would you please take it away?
See you, bye.
Shower with your dad, Miller.